Discover the secrets to creating a mouth-watering Provençal fish stew right in your own kitchen. This easy-to-follow recipe will transport you to the south of France with every bite. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about seafood. We're making a Provençal fish stew. Now, what is that? This is a very simple seafood stew that uses a couple of my favorite fish and seafood and a lot of flavors that will take you to the south of France, and it's super simple to make. I have here a large skillet. I'm going to put it over medium heat, and we're going to add some olive oil, a couple of teaspoons. To that, we're going to add some fennel. What is fennel? This is fennel, and it's sometimes known as Italian celery. It has a very, very mild licorice taste. It's very crunchy and refreshing. Even these little fronds are delicious and edible. They have a very light flavor. And you'll see this a lot in salads, and it pairs very well with seafood. Here's mine. This was just one medium fennel bulb that I chopped up right in our pan. Next up is onion. I have one medium onion that I finely chopped. Next is carrot. This was one carrot, finely chopped. This is a larger carrot, but whatever size, one good carrot. Right in. Next up is my favorite. It's garlic. I use a lot of garlic in French cooking. This is 4 large garlic cloves that are finely minced. Now you could do this on a rasp or through a garlic press. All right, we're going to cook this on medium heat, stirring it occasionally until all these vegetables start to soften, and that's going to take 4 to 6 minutes. All right, my vegetables have started to soften. Now it's time to add the next flavor, which is essential in any type of French cooking, and that's wine. I have 8 ounces, 240 mils of dry white wine. Today, I'm using my favorite Sauvignon Blanc. You could use a dry Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio. Right in. And we're just going to let this simmer for another 1 to 2 minutes until the wine starts to reduce just a little bit. All right, my wine is bubbling away, just starting to reduce. Let's add the next ingredient. Is tomatoes. I have 2 cans here, yes, canned, of diced tomatoes. Each can is 14.5 ounces or 411 grams. Give that a stir. Next up is, believe it or not, some chicken stock. I have 4 ounces, 120 mils of low sodium chicken stock. Now, why chicken stock at this point? You could use water. You could use a light seafood stock if you could make it or find it, but I find the chicken stock adds just one little extra layer of flavor. It doesn't taste chickeny, just makes it a little richer and a little rounder. And of course, good old salt and pepper. Good grinding of each. All right, we're going to bring this up to a simmer. All right, our mixture has come up to a simmer. Let's add our fish. Here's mine. Today, I'm using Chilean sea bass because that's what I could find. This is 16 ounces or 453 grams. But you could use any thick white fish. You could use halibut or cod, anything you like. Now, I've cut these into chunks, about 1.5 inch, 3 centimeters. Now, I left the skin on because I don't mind the skin, but you could get skinless depending on the fish, or you can ask the fishmongers to take the skin off. This goes right into the mixture. We want to stir it in gently. And you want a thick, dense fish that won't fall apart. Next up, mussels. This is 32 ounces or 907 grams of fresh mussels. Now I've already cleaned them and I checked them for any that had broken shells or any that wouldn't close. What does that mean? This guy here is open. Give him a little tap. He right away slowly starts to close, and that means he's still alive. If it wouldn't close, if it stayed open, it was dead and you would want to discard that. But this guy's still alive. So these are going to go right in here, right on top of the fish. All right, we're going to cover this. We're going to let it gently simmer for 5 to 7 minutes or until the fish is opaque in the center and all the mussels are open. Okay, I think our stew is done. Let's take a look. Ooh. Oh, wow. Now, how would you serve this? I have here a big bowl, and I have 2 slices of homemade garlic bread. You don't have to make your own garlic bread, but all the better if you do. Let's ladle some in. Make sure we get some of the mussels and the fish. And of course, some of that glorious broth. Now remember when I showed you the fennel and I said fennel fronds? Here we go. Right over the top. Okay, I can't wait anymore. We're going to dive in. Let's start with a piece of fish. I mean, look at that. Cooked all the way through. Tender, flaky, all those wonderful flavors. That fish just soaked them up. Let's have a mussel. Now, before we came back, I did look through these to make sure that all the mussels had opened. And I checked, and any that did not, I threw out. And guess what? There was only one. So we're good. Perfectly tender, not overcooked. And just like the fish, it soaked up all those other flavors. Wonderful. I'm going to have a little sip of Sauvignon Blanc. The same wine that's in here is in here. Wonderful. If you like this episode, then sign up for our newsletter and you'll get the recipes in your inbox. Then help us grow the channel by hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like button, and hitting the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode. Now, I think I'm just going to take this to a private dark corner of the house and enjoy a nice lunch. While I do that, I want you to sit back and relax and watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers.